Imagine waking up one day and realizing you've been living someone else's version of life. You've followed the rules, gone to school, got the job, but deep inside there's this ache, a whisper that asks, is this all there is? Now pause. What if I told you that 2,500 years ago, people were asking the exact same questions, and they found answers that can still change your life today? Welcome to the Stoic Nexora, where ancient wisdom collides with modern chaos. And no, you don't need to wear a toga or grow a beard like Socrates, unless you're into that. Most of us are trapped, not by walls or governments or even debt, but by meaninglessness. We scroll, we consume, we compare, but we rarely think. Philosophy isn't just a subject, it's a weapon, a sword to cut through the noise, a shield against anxiety, fear, and existential dread. Wait, existential dread? Sounds like a fancy way of saying, I'm losing it because life makes no sense. Exactly. Søren Kierkegaard called this the sickness unto death. Nietzsche called it the abyss. But the Greeks had a better name for it. The unforgetting, the unveiling of truth. Let me tell you a story. A young man trapped in a cave sees shadows on the wall. That's all he's ever known. One day he escapes. The sunlight blinds him. He's angry, confused, terrified. But when his eyes adjust, he sees the world for the first time. That man was you, and the cave, your comfort zone. But what happens when you return to free others, and they fight you for it? Hold that thought. This is where philosophy becomes dangerous, because once you start seeing truth, you can't unsee it. Epicurus taught us that happiness isn't found in money or fame. It's found in simplicity, friendship, and freedom from fear. He basically invented the idea of don't stress it, bro, 2,000 years before Instagram memes. Fun fact, Epicurus also said, don't fear death. It's like being asleep without dreams. So next time you're anxious, just remember, you're basically a nap waiting to happen. But here's the kicker. Every major philosopher had one thing in common. They all stared into the darkness and chose to create meaning anyway. Viktor Frankl survived Auschwitz and said, those who have a why can bear almost any how. Ask yourself right now, what is your why? What are you willing to suffer for? Because without that, even pleasure becomes a prison. But knowing truth is not enough. The real battle is living it. Now the philosopher becomes the warrior. You've left the cave. You've seen the truth. But can you live by it when everyone else still worships the shadows? Can you stay calm in a storm of noise? Can you choose virtue over validation? Can you find peace when the world is screaming for attention? That's why philosophy matters now more than ever. Because in a society addicted to speed, thinking deeply is an act of rebellion. And let's be honest, asking, what is the meaning of life? At a party might get you weird looks, but it also might make you the most interesting person in the room. Here's what I want you to remember. You don't need to have all the answers, but you do need to start asking better questions. Because the moment you do, you stop surviving and you start living. So where do you go from here? You've taken your first step out of the cave. Now it's time to meet one of the minds that built the bridge to freedom, Plato. In the next video, I'll show you 3 surprising facts about Plato that will change how you see philosophy forever. Click the video on your screen now and keep walking the path of wisdom. Because the world doesn't need more noise. It needs thinkers. It needs you.